to fight on the landing ground.
Why are your deficits good and their deficits bad?
Well, deficits are a way of measuring the kind of growth and the kind of success that a government is actually able to create.
See whether these families, or find out which families would be suitable for a photo op for the Prime Minister's re-election campaign? That's disgusting.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China, because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that
there are other things that Canada could do.
The Liberal Party believes that terrorists should get to keep their Canadian citizenship. Because I do. And I'm willing to take on anyone who disagrees with that.
Respect and defend everyone's rights. I deeply grounded my own identity in that, and I'm proud to say I'm a feminist. And the things that we see online, whether it's issues like Gamergate and video games and misogyny in popular culture, is something that we need people to stand clearly against.
There seems to be a lot of anger against not just women, but against feminism and feminists. Would you describe yourself as a feminist?
Yes, I am a feminist. I'm proud to be a feminist.
But all of us have that maple leaf engraved onto our souls. It's a subtle, quiet pride in knowing that we are blessed to be citizens of the best country on earth.
To try and scare people into voting for you. It's easy to try and say something that's going to pit a neighbor against a neighbor. And if you do it in a sneaky way and use coded language, maybe you won't get called on it by the majority. Maybe you'll get to slip it through.
Stop the tape, stop the tape. First of all, Mr. Trudeau, I don't need you or anybody else lecturing to me what I can and cannot say in my country. You have no right. It is not your place. Read the Charter.
Well, if M103, condemning Islamophobia, actually gets people to notice that there are people uncomfortable with that idea, that there are people who still have problems with the idea that we would condemn discrimination against Muslims, then we have to know. We have to expose that, and we have to deal with it as a society.
Stop the tape, stop the tape. Mr. Trudeau, I'm uncomfortable with M103 because it's unconstitutional. Read Section 2 of the Charter. That's why I am unhappy with M103, and that's why the silent majority of Canadians are unhappy with M103. Read the damn Charter. It's your job to follow the rules that you signed up for, not change the rules. Section 2 of the Charter.
Because if this room isn't a reflection of what's happening in our streets, in our towns, in our communities, then we're not dealing with the real things that Canadians expect us to deal.
Stop the tape, stop the tape. Mr. Trudeau, the House of Commons is not a reflection on the views of the country, and you damn well know that. Look at the media that you don't control, and you will find out what Canadians really think of you, your policies, and your attack on our right to free speech. Section 2 of the Charter. You cannot change the Charter. You don't have the authority to change the Charter, so you're trying to do an Obama and bypass the Charter. And our politicians are letting you do it. They're complicit.
Do we have a problem with Islamophobia in this country? Yes, we do. Do we have a problem with anti-Semitism in this country? Yes, we do. Do we have a problem in this country with discrimination and hatred? Yes, we do.
Stop the tape. Yes, we do have a problem with Islamophobia. It's a made-up word by left-wing crazies like you. We do not believe that multiculturalism works. We are kowtowing to minorities. This is a Judeo-Christian country at its core, and you don't like that. And you don't like that. Section 2 of the Charter gives us the right to criticise you or anyone else or anything else. If you don't like it, change the Charter. Otherwise, shut up.
And we need to talk about this. And we need to challenge each other to be better on this. We need to recognize that we still have a problem because there are men out there who will not say, yes, I am a feminist.
Stop the tape. There are men out there who think you should be living in Southern California, not Canada. If you don't like it here, if you don't like the way people live, quit and move, because we'd be more than happy to help you.
We need to recognize that saying and bringing forward truths that are uncomfortable to some, and challenge each other to shift our ways of thinking out of the easy ways we do, to lay open wounds to sunshine and disinfectant. That is also the role that we have in this House and that we have as active, engaged citizens in this country. We need to speak up. The silent majority of good people in Canada who are not intolerant, who are not bigoted, need to know they can be less silent. We need to speak up.
Stop the tape. Mr. Trudeau, the silent majority of Canadians are not intolerant and they're not bigoted, but what they want is their country run the way that they want. They don't want Islam forced down their throat. They don't want mosques built on every street corner, destroying their culture that you don't think they have. The silent majority want Canada left as it is. You don't get that, but the silent majority do. And you'll find out pretty darn soon that they are not thinking the way you think. We Canadians have had enough of your left-wing ideology. Quit and take it back to Quebec, from whence you came. Note to Mr. Trudeau, if you believe you are so right, if you believe that you think you know what the general public in Canada believe and want, take it to the electorate. Have a general election right now on this one issue, on so-called Islamophobia. Have a vote on it. Ask the people. If you believe that you're right, maybe you don't, because I don't think you'd be living where you live right now if you had that vote. Does anybody else think that?